Seriously. This is how we make Cocoa Puffs in less than 5 minutes. Who loves this recipe?
I do. For sure.
So great. So great. And I'm going to cut up this bad boy. I can't believe how big this watermelon is. Jerry says, the bigger the better. Oh my gosh, I hope it's a good one. I can barely cut it. Sometimes they just split. Oh, no. It's a good one. It's nice and crunchy. Jerry's making the yogurt.
That's right, it's just about done. Jerry made the cereal.
Yes. And then I was starting to chop a green pepper, but I got interrupted with my Cocoa Puffs, realizing we need a handful of those for dessert. Maybe a bowl full and some cold milk. Get that milk in the fridge.
It already is.
Okay.
One step ahead of you, Christensen.
Awesome. So you know how I like to cut watermelon. That's why I'm doing this little video to show you. So I like my watermelon like they used to serve it at, I used to work at the Peninsula Hotel in Chicago, and they would cut all their melons in like these thin slices. And I did this, I demonstrated this in PD Ed once. And what I do with these little scrap pieces, show you. I use like a dull steak knife that I have to cut the rind off of it. And these pieces I just cube up and they go into a container, and Jerry eats these. These are the scraps. So I do that with all of these pieces. But then this one, cut this edge off too. This is going to be part of the cubes or scrap pieces. And then this one I cut into these thin little slices like this. Hopefully I can see this. I don't have the overhead camera on. That's okay. I'm just doing a quick demo here. And I have to tell you that if you get a nice crunchy watermelon and you cut it like this into these squares, these thin pieces, and you chill it down, it's so incredible. It tastes completely different than when you cut it into cubes or melon ball it like they used to do in this, maybe that was the 70s. I grew up with the melon ball. And then it fits perfectly into my container like that, because the whole goal here is proper refrigerator storage so that I can fit a melon this big with all the other fruits and vegetables that I've got going on in my fridge. So I just wanted to show you that little trick of how I cut my watermelon into slices. If you ever had watermelon at my house, that's how you had it, and it's always a topic of conversation, because when you try it sliced into slices like this and chilled, you won't want it any other way, I promise. It's so good. Those 5-star hotels, they got it going on. Their chefs, they know how to serve everything just right. And it takes watermelon to a whole new level.
I'm very excited. That's dinner, huh?
That's dinner. A big part of dinner. This time of year in the summer, when the fruit is good, we fill up on the fruit. I'm actually going to have to slice a little bit off the top of here so it fits into my container. And then these slices go into my miscellaneous box, which is Jerry's box.
Jerry's melon.
Jerry's melon. He gets all the miscellaneous pieces. Poor Jerry.
Now, why did you cut the stems? Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. When we're chopping up the
Bell pepper.
green peppers, the bell peppers, we're now incorporating the seeds and that pith on the inside for more plant fiber along with the green part, which I showed you this in an Instagram video this week. Because why do we toss the seeds of some peppers when we keep the seeds of peppers like crushed red peppers or our arbol chilies? The seeds are in there. We use the whole chili and we blend it into things, or in our salsas, when we're using jalapenos or serranos, we use the whole chili, including the seeds for heat, but also those seeds are high in fiber, and fiber feeds our gut microbes. They populate those gut microbes. That's what they live on, plant fiber. So I'm including the seeds from my bell peppers in my plant-based etouffee tonight because that's one of my favorite dishes.